Welcome back, my dear loved ones out there. We're talking to April here about your spiritual transformation. Shall we call that transformation?
Yeah, we're transforming.
Yes, because when we understand ourselves better, we can love better. More love out there, right? So April, you started going to school about this, but before that, have you had any inkling of what this is going to be about? Did you have any experiences before you really went to the school and do all this?
Great question. So I grew up in a traditional religious experience, but when I was 7 years old, and I had let's say a mystical experience.
I love that.
Some of us as children, we have mystical experiences, and we don't talk about it because our family might be too traditional or things that we don't want to share that. And so some of these, like say, mystical experiences, I didn't have a place for that. And I won't get into that today, but through the Way Showers College, I could begin to understand my mystical experiences, because some of us see without eyes, some of us feel without touch,
Right.
some of us hear without
Sounds.
ears,
Yeah.
and some of us know without knowing. And I didn't know how to place all that. And by attending a lot of classes and doing some private consultations, it gave me a way to unwind that and start beginning to understand those things that I just didn't have a place to understand them. So that's what I love about the Way Shores colleges, because of all their programs and movements. It helps an individual understand their energy within their body, their spirit, how mastering that energy, those intuitive kind of abilities, what do those mean? Because we all have them, and how does that work? And how the essence of who we are, our spiritual thrust as a soul with the body, we've come with a purpose.
Right.
And so to help us, thrive in that purpose and be in that love energy in that purpose.
Yes.
And so it's really that complete understanding of knowing myself.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because if you know more about yourself and you understand that you are a spirit, then you have more understanding, like you said, with all these experiences. Because yes, I have some experiences that I cannot explain.
That's
Yes.
right. I have experiences I can't explain.
Uh-huh.
So, those classes, those private,
Consultation.
consultations, I start unwinding and I can start explaining it for myself and working with my higher self, working with that higher energy of who I am, and start, being like moving in a positive way with that love energy of who I am. And we're all here to learn and grow. Why else would I come to planet Earth?
Right.
Yeah, I've come to planet Earth as a soul and a body to do something.
Yes. And you said something about being a vessel.
So,
Yes.
I don't remember what that is. That's
Well,
okay. So, but I'm a vessel, right? I can be.
Well, we
my
are
energy's a
spirits, but
vessel.
we are energy, and our bodies are a vessel. So.
That's right. My body is holding my energy.
Right.
It's my vehicle.
That's
My
right.
vehicle
Yeah, that's what it
as I
means.
maneuver. But how am I managing my vehicle, my energy? So that's what I love. Right? How am I?
It's so interesting.
Right?
This is good. This is going to be more than one show right here.
Oh,
We are
I
going
love
to
that.
talk a lot. Yes, and see, yeah, and you also talk about that seeing without your eyes. So meaning you have
Some
you
of
have
us
a
can
third eye.
Our third eye.
third
so some of us
eye.
can see without eyes. We can see. We live in two worlds at once. So we live in the material world and we live in the spiritual world simultaneously.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for us people who can understand that, that's okay. But for people who are not understanding it, that's when they get scared, right?
Well, hopefully not. You know, there's
Hopefully
nothing
not.
really. It's nothing really scary. I live on a planet, because I live on a round ball.
Right.
So how do I want to understand my energy while I live here? Because I come in and I'm going to go out. Those are two facts in life, right?
Right.
So I can go like I like to call planet Earth a school.
Yes,
It's just a
absolutely.
school.
This
It's like
is school.
it's like you've come to Harvard, a big school of learning and
Yes.
growing.
Yes.
And so I need spiritual tools, at least I do. So I can, through the Way Shores College, I get some spiritual tools in helping myself. And when I help myself, then, I help my family. I always like to say my family and friends, when I get better, they get better.
Absolutely.
It's like osmosis.
That's right, because we are all connected
We're all
again.
connected.
Yes.
So when I start learning and growing and getting better and better,
Yes.
they get better and better too.
That's right. Because they can learn from you and then they're going to do it themselves. But let me ask you, what about the spiritual tools that you talk about?
Spiritual tools is coming to classes and events. So I have a lot of classes that I give, and that's like a first step, I would say. Coming to
Knowledge.
class. Because when I'm with a group of people, we're all learning and sharing together.
Like-minded people.
Like-minded, and I'm you could say the facilitator, helping you facilitate your sensitivity, because you're sensitives. We're all sensitives living in a body, understanding your energy, and going through a step-by-step process of one class, maybe a group study, and really mastering my sensitivity. And then, I have private consultations when people want to start, diving into that. And those private consultations are all about learning how those sensitivities, those psychic abilities work for you.
Wow.
Because we all work differently.
Yes.
Some of us feel more, and some of us hear more.
That's right.
Some of us see more through that third eye, and some of us, we don't know how we know, we just know that we know.
Yes, that gut
So
feeling.
I help you understand how those sensitivities are working for you. And then working with your higher self, getting your own answers for yourself. I always say all the answers are within yourself.
That's
all you need to
right.
do is ask the right questions.
Oh, yes.
Questions give me the answers. And then I do like helping you balance your chakra system.
Yeah,
We
chakra.
all, we all have those. And
So explain a little bit more about that chakra, because maybe I don't really understand it totally myself, and maybe somebody in the audience doesn't understand that either. So let's hear something about more chakras.
without getting too much into depth, you could say you have spinning wheels inside your body, like a vortex. And sometimes when my emotions get out of balance, I can kind of throw my chakras because I get out of balance in my body.
For example, getting out of balance is
Out of balance, like if I really want something and I feel like I can't get it, or if I really need something, I can maybe have thoughts.
Yeah.
So I just help you put your thoughts back into
I see.
alignments.
Wow, it's getting more and more interesting. And we are going to hear more about this and the coming segments. We have 2 more to go. We are going to talk about more about these chakras and we'll talk more about how we can develop our abilities. Isn't that amazing? And so don't go away. Wait for us and spend more time with us, because we have more interesting stories for you to hear. My beloveds out there, you take care. Don't go anywhere.